Ouch. Dun, 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 dun. Mm, 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 mm. Dun, 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 dun. Boogity, 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 bow, 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 bow. Blah, 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 da, 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 do, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Doogity, 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 beady, doody, doody, doo, doo. Chicka, 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 ba, ba, da, ba, da, da, ba, da. Da, da, ba, down. Mm, 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 mm. Do, 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 do. Hey guys, it's Hanker and Fernell here. I'm back here. I'm over here. You see me walking around? See that? Human provided for scale. Hi everybody. Welcome back to Runehammer. We are going to do something a little different today. It's Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I can't even get down. I can't get in the camera shot. You're just gonna have to see like this part of my tank top. It's glamorous. It's red. Okay. What are we doing here today? We are going to play a battle live right here. And we're going to play Warmaker. This is the Warmaker book. If you want to get it, it's cool. I made it. It's great. Everything's happy. You can also get it in Stealth Edition. This is, here's the big one. And the Stealth Edition is super tiny. It's really like just the basic rules and stuff if you're kind of a veteran of it. So anyways, you can pick up the book. That's a thing. And then the other thing I'm using to help run this today is the Battlefield deck. This is a little deck of 54 poker cards. And what they are is these little guys. I have a few out here, and I like them a lot because they help me put the rules that I'm using on my table. So you guys know me. I almost never just use like the rules. I always use some little subset of the rules, or like we're only going to do this, or we're only going to do that, because I like things to move really fast, and I just can't remember everything. And so I use these cards to put out here. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're just going to clash these armies in the simplest possible way with just a couple of rules. So the only rules we really have besides like move and roll to kill each other, some of the most using hit dice, some of the most basic kind of wargaming stuff that's really, like this meat and potatoes wargaming stuff. So we're going to do that. But then we have a few other things. We have these shield Sigmar guys. They have big fat shields. So in the tradition of wargaming, kind of running with the visuals of the miniatures to get a cue for what their ability would be. So this unit right here of shield guys, it's a 5-man unit. They have an armor ability, and it's right on this card. So they're going to, hits against them get re-rolled. It's that simple. We also have right here, we have a chonky boy. This is a big boy. And so he's going to be an elite. He's like a 6 HP unit. So he acts sort of as 6 people and can only be killed in an all or nothing way. You can't wear him down. You have to hit him with 6 hits. Okay, so that's these guys. The rest of them, we're just going to have these hammer guys are going to be some melee guys. And then we have a hero back here. We'll get to that in a second. Over here, anybody who has a gun, namely this squad, and this squad, they're all marksmen. So they're going to re-roll their ranged attacks. So if they get into melee, they're not going to be re-rolling. They specialize at distance. Then we've got another heroic. Here's the heroic card. We'll talk about that in a second. And then we got our chainsword teams. So we have a full chainsword team right here of 6 and a little side chainsword team of 2. So they're just going to be melee fighters. And normally you could put all kinds of cool rules onto a chainsword squad, right? But we're not gonna. They're just going to be they're just pawns. They're just going to move up and just fight and die. Okay. Now also in Warhammer, or I mean in Warmaker, the range of all things is a pencil. And since we're ignoring a ton of rules, we're not going to do any extra range, anything. We're not going to do charging. We're not going to do hurrying. We're not going to do sniper range. Everything's just going to be a pencil. So we're just going to be moving pencils around. And a lot of times I will just use dice to make things even faster. I won't even choose which direction people move. I'll do that a lot of times just to get myself a sort of a random vibe. But since we're just going to power through this in a live stream, we're just going to point them all straight at each other and just kind of see what happens. So why is it interesting? It's interesting because we have far fewer combatants over here on the, we're going to call these Olsvere's elites. Those leaders elites will be their nickname. So we have far fewer elites than we do outriders over here. So that's the first piece. The other thing, we have an elite over here, and then we have 2 heroic guys. So heroic guys are kind of like an elite, but on a scale of 3. And we're not going to give them all kinds of cool abilities, even though you normally would. We're just going to make everything so stinking simple that we can tear through it. So the question of this battle is, can this sort of superior force, a ranged force, beat a smaller force, but one who is bolstered by Chonky Boy? Chonky Boy is going to be very difficult to kill. And the battle end condition will be when one side is obliterated, okay? It's just that simple. So let's just kick it off. The good guys always go first. So we don't need to roll anything, but let's have the good guys move into position, all right? So the leader is right here. That's kind of like Gilhelm. That's me right there. So he moves up. We got a pencil here. So this squad comes to about here. They're going to come up, and they're basically going to use this to create like fire lines somehow. Our chain squad moves up about a pencil. Our side squad moves up about a pencil. These guys come up about a pencil. These guys come out here as it's a, yeah, that's about right. It's a little less than what they could move, but they're going to be sort of like in Overwatch right here. No engagement. Well, do we have some firing here? I'm going to say a pencil is not only move range, it's also fire range. So nobody can fire yet. So they're off here in the smoke in the distance. All right, over to the elites now. This is just how stinking simple everything is. This guy's going to get in cover, Chonky Boy. He wants to wait to fight melee. And I'm just judging that based on the miniature. The miniature doesn't have any guns, really. He just has these big grinder things. So he moves behind this shipping container, I guess you could call it. My shield guys are going to move up into an intercept position. They are very hard to kill. So they're going to be the don't fight us, you know, we're going to block you thing. My heroic is a melee heroic. He's also going to hide so he doesn't get creamed by ranged attacks. And these hammer guys with hammers are crazy and brave, so they're going to run straight toward this small cadre of chain sorters. So that's probably going to be our first engagement. Back over here to the outriders. Here we go. Okay, that's looking good. And this is the joy of measuring distance in wargaming, right? Is like there's something satisfying about how stupid this is. I'm just laying this pencil here. It makes contact, and this somewhat hopeless little squad of 2 guys can make contact with these hammer warriors. Before I resolve that, though, I'm going to be smart about this. I am not going to, these guys can't really make it. That doesn't really add up to contact. So what I'm going to do is move them here, behind there. So that's my main chain sword force. They're going to come out here and meet these shield warriors, maybe. And then I'm going to have this bolter force, or, you know, like ranged force. I think I just, I need a scream effect. Can I get a scream effect? Somebody just lost their arms. Okay, we'll put these on. Okay, so then we have these guys, and here we go. Okay, so that's going to be our first hefty shot on Chonky Boy. My heroic, he's kind of the leader, going to come out here. I'm going to get an angle here for a shot there. They're coming up in the rear, and I'm done with moving. Okay, so it's time to resolve things. Let's resolve this. This is going to be 2 chain sorters attacking these guys. So I only get 2 die, right? And there's no abilities here. So every skull here is going to remove a unit. All right, 1 skull on their roll. So one of these hammer warriors is off the board. We have our first kill. Next, we have these gunfire guys. They're going to unload on the Chonky Boy. Well, I can get this shot. See if I can tap a mini on the head. That's definitely in range. I'm going to take supporting fire for my chainsword group with a full complement of bolters. So that's going to be all 6 of my hit dice. Every skull here is going to be a kill. And then since I'm using marksman, misses are going to be re-rolled. This is going to be a lethal attack right here. Oh, and that's wargaming. Look at that. You can see even on this camera shot, because skulls are white, right? There's only 1 hit in 6 die. So that hit stands. And using my marksman ability, I re-roll these 5. Come on, baby. Oh my God, that's a horrible roll. Only 2 hits on 6 die. So I pick off 2 more of these hammer fighters. The hammer fighters have now been reduced to 2 from their original complement of 5. And I think we've got a shot here. Nope, we don't. They're not in range. Can't tap them on the head. Look at that. Not in range. And this guy's melee, that's all I got for now. Back to the elites. Let's do this. The hammer guys want revenge on these 2 chain sorters. They're going to go up. All hits right now are going to be casualties since we're not using abilities. If you're tracking, I'm right back here. There you go. That's how it's done. Killed. Now, a lot of times, this would be more complex. You'd have abilities. You'd have other things to consider, but we're not doing that. We're doing fast and dirty. All right, Chunky Boy is pissed. He's going to go up here and take on these bolters. Remember, Chunky Boy has no abilities, but he is an elite. So he's got 6 die, and he has to have 6 simultaneous hits to be killed. And the way we're going to probably get that to happen is either with a reroll or by combining forces. Okay, so here we go. Elite attacking this bolter squad right here. Oh, look at that. Absolutely brutal. This is where you want your armor ability or something else to help you mitigate this, but we have no abilities in this game. This unit is almost completely wiped out as this Chunky Boy is just grinding these guys into shrapnel. Well, more like scrapnel. Am I right? Anyone? Okay. What else do we have? Next, we have the shield unit. What do they want to do? They probably want to bum rush this elite, right? This is a heroic, so they're going to do that. They see the leader of the Outriders coming up, and they just move in all shield warriors. Doing the shield charge on the heroic. We've got a 5 dice attack. I need 3 hits here to kill the leader instantly. But anything less than 3 doesn't matter, right? It's all or nothing. I can't chip away at hit points. Here we go. 5 dice for the shield unit. Only 2, short by 1. So if I just had 1 reroll ability there, I could have made that happen, but instead they just hold that position. I think this guy, can he get from there to this other cover? Not quite. He's vulnerable out here. He's going to hold until his moment of glory arrives. You know, and the bad guys, I consider these the bad guys. They always do this bullshit. Am I right? Okay. So back to our Outriders. Now we've got a massive clash going on. First of all, we're going to do the elite. He's going to attack these shield warriors, but all hits will be re-rolled since they have the armor ability right here on this card where I'm reminded. So I've got 2 hits against them. Those re-roll into nothing. See how those shields are hard to break? All right, next we have this single bolter guy firing on the Chunky Boy. Really, there's no point doing that. He's going to basically let himself be crushed to take a pot shot at the hammer crew. This is an all or nothing. It's a single die. It's either a hit or this guy's life is going to end pretty much. Hey, there he gets it. He takes out a hammer guy before he sacrifices himself. Now we have this fire team on these shields. We've got rerolls of things on both sides. So let's work it out. We got 6 dice coming in on the shield warriors. Let's do their part first. All right, they re-roll ranged misses. All right, so we've got 3 hits coming in against the shield warriors. They re-roll hits against themselves. They still take 2. See how that just happened? That's simple. That's those guys. He's gone. We have these 2 squads have not gone. These guys, are they in range? If we're in a tournament, I'd have to say yes. The tip of the pencil is on one miniature and the eraser's on the other. This group unleashes. They are a 5-unit bolter squad. Here they go. 3 hits. Those 3 hits are re-rolled because we've got the armor ability on these guys. Oh, that is how it's done. Look at that shit. All the hits against the shield warriors. That shield wall is holding. Did I forget their reroll on marksmanship? I'm not sure. In come the chain guys. I mean, I'm fighting against myself, so it's really hard to reinforce my rule adherence. Okay, we have 6 melee attacks against the shield warriors. All 6 die coming in. Here we go. We're going to reroll hits against the shield warriors. 3 land from the chainsaw or the chainsword guys, re-rolling them for the shield ability, and 1 hit gets through. This guy is eliminated. We are slowly wearing down those shield warriors, and this friggin' asshole better do something before he runs out of time. Back to the elites now. This guy's going to crush. This is 6 die right here to only get 1 hit to crush this brave little soul right here. This is probably, if we were really not just doing this so fast and we were doing more role play and had some music going and it was awesome, this is an epic moment right here. He gave his life to kill that 1 hammer soldier. And of course, this guy rolls 4 hits, utterly liquefying this outrider. Never had a chance. That eats up his turn. Let's see. Now we've got a move here. Can it be an engagement? Yes, I'm tapping that mini on the head. This hammer guy, almost suicidally, a single die, attacking the chain sorters. Misses, no hit. What a chump. All right, now we have the 3 shield warriors. And I think they're facing bad odds here, and they want to survive while Chonky Boy does all the hard work. I'm going to be a cheese ball, and I'm going to pull a retreat. These guys are going to pull back so that they're not in line of sight of this main bolter force that over here is just creaming them. All right, so that's their go. There go. Chunky Boy went. Good to go. Back to, oh, wait. Oh, this coward is still here. He's going to wait. He's lying in wait for the outriders. Okay, next up, we have got, let's see, 6 chain sorters versus this 1 brave hammer guy. He may be a bad guy, but he's going out swinging. 1 hit here eliminates the hammer warriors for the elites. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Only 1 hit is rolled. Barely made it, even though it's 6 versus 1. So if you're talking about role playing, this motherfucker, this is a badass right here. He just took on that whole group, but then died after a hard fought battle. All right, now we're down to nitty and gritty. Now, I do think we have an outrider shot on Chonky Boy. We got a 5-man unit, so putting 1 die aside. Misses will be re-rolled since I'm attacking at range. Oh, she's spicy. Although, nope, I can't do it. It can't be done. So even though I got all, I've only a 5-man squad. I need 6 all at once to kill this Chonky Boy. I need to combine some forces here. So that way I can roll these bigger rolls. I need to combine these 2. I didn't think of it because I'm a ninny, but hey, that's war, right? Okay, so we're done with the outriders. Now, the Chonky Boy, I think he's gonna play it smart here. He's not just going to just stupidly wade in, or is he? That would be amazing. Okay, so if he goes around the back, he will not be able to engage on his turn. That doesn't seem fitting for a Chonky Boy, does it? A Chonky Boy goes right the hell in. So we're going to do that. Here's an engagement right here. I can tap a mini. Boom, he comes around. He big though. He big though. And he tall too. All right, he's coming in. So we've got Chonky Boy versus our chain sword unit, who really, let's face it, they're a crowd favorite. Chonky Boy's 6 die coming in. If he gets all skulls here, he massacres the entire unit. Let's see what he can do. Only 2. So these back 2 that he makes contact with are killed instantly. Now he's out in the open. And we got these goofballs who must be hunted down. Remember, the only way to win here is to kill all enemy forces. So I think my leader is going to go on the hunt. He's going to lead the Chonky Boy to the bolter squadrons, and him and his chain sorters are going to move in on the enemy leader, who's been hiding this whole damn time because bad guys always do stupid crap like that. All right, but they have no engagement. So they're going to get a jump right now. You see that? Because all I could do was move. This gives them the jump. All righty. We have got, I don't want to waste the time it takes to combine here. Meaning using a move instead of just unloading firepower. I think I'm just, well, no, because I can't do it. I could do it with this, with an all 6 and re-rolling misses. The odds are pretty good. So this squad is going to take a shot at Chunky Boy. I'm going to re-roll misses here. I need all hits to take out Chonky. Okay, we got 2 on the board, re-rolling misses, but only once. So I need 4 hits all in one roll here. Not very likely. Here we go. Hey! No, only 4 hits mustered from my main force. So now here's where I get no choice but to combine. It would be stupid for me to waste these guys' turn firing. So I'm going to spend their time moving. They move into this unit. So now I've got a 9-man unit because they've combined. Or wait, 11. Oops, but that's a turn, right? I'm falling off the board. There we go. So now we've got an 11 attack, but do we really? Not really, because here comes Chonky Boy. Let's resolve that first. Bang. We got two really tenuous fights now going. Could go any way. Of course, the announcer always wants it to make exciting. Okay, here comes Chunky Boy. This is 6 dice melee coming in on my combined bolter force. Every hit here is a kill since we're doing such simple rules. What do you got, Chonky Man? All right, 3 hits. So this front line right here. You know, and it's crazy with Wargaming. It always kind of plays out in a way that sort of visually just seems to make sense a lot of times. Like, yeah, I mean, they're the 3 that met him in combat. All right, so he thins their ranks. Now we've got this movement. So just getting here used up their timing, giving these guys a free shot, basically. So I'm going to just smash right into them. And you know what? I think I'm going to, again, these guys are kind of the bad guys. I'm going to bring my shield warriors around this supply pile to attack the chainsword unit, not the hero. So we've got 3 dice against the chainswords. Every hit is a kill. Let's have a party. 2 kills there. Oh boy, they're thinning. Oh man, it really could go either way now. Okay, so now I'm going to fight. Oh wait, I've got my heroic. He finally comes forward. He's going to be rolling 3 dice. 3 skulls here kills the outrider leader, Captain Gilhelm. Here we go. Doesn't get it. No rerolls here because we're playing without rules. All right. In come my chainsworders trying to take out these damn shield guys. Let's do that first. Only 2 dice and re-rolling hits against them in their favor. Oof. Doesn't matter. They couldn't get through. Heroic against heroic. 3 skulls here kills the enemy leader. Can't get it. This is just locked in a straight up melee over here. Nobody can get the advantage on anyone else. Now we have our combined unit. They've been harrowed by the Chunky Boy. This could be their last chance to fight. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolters. I'm going to have to roll a few of these more than once because I've only got 6 dice in my hand. Let's get the opening. 6 dice in this attack is going to get a kill, and I re-roll misses with 2 on top. All right, re-rolling misses here. Ooh, brutal. Here's the 2 that were missing, and I will not be able to muster the roll even if I get, oh, look at that. Oh, came up short by 1 hit. So 5 hits come in against Chonky Boy after all the marksman rerolls. Still can't take down the Chonky Man. He's right there, and he's still in one piece. All right, we are back on the elite side. Chonky Boy wades into the firefight. 6 dice coming in. Every skull is a kill. Give me 0 skulls right now. Rooting for the good guys. 2 skulls. Oh, now if you're paying attention, you're going to see why that is a huge deal. This leaves exactly 6 marksmen versus the Chunky Boy. They can still make the kill. All right. Meanwhile, we have got the shield fighters versus the chainsword warriors. We got 3 dice throwing right now without any rerolls. Here we go. See if we can take out the outrider chainsword fighters. Oh, 1 of them. Get off of there. Get off of there. There we go. 1 stood against many. The gods may forget why we fought or why we died, but they will know 1 stood against many. All right, now we have the elite hero taking on the outrider hero. It's just like in every cool battle, they outlast everyone else and they're just slamming at it, going at it over and over, exchanging attacks. Oh, did you see that? That was so close. We need 3 skulls or nothing for that to be a change of the tide. And now we go back to what we've been waiting for, this matchup over here. We've got 6 bolters, right? So I'm going to roll all 6 of my dice, and I'm going to re-roll misses once as I try to get 6 total hits. That means I need to get every die here to come up a hit after the 1 re-roll to take out Chunky Boy. Chunky Boy has massacred a swath of soldiers all through here. Can I finally take him down? Because if I don't here, I have no chance of doing it. Here we go. Here we go, baby. This is high stakes. This is probably the battle is riding on this roll right here. Come on, Outriders. Okay, 3 up. Not a bad start. Let's re-roll these 3 for the marksman ability, which is right back here. Come on, I need all 3 hits on this roll. Everybody with me? That is the stakes right now. If I miss this, these guys are going to get massacred. Come on, let's get 3 skulls on the table, baby. Oh, I had parkour. Look at that. I'm short by 1. Short by 1 again. It's right there. And that's where I would use like a freaking hero coin or some bullshit, because damn, that chunky boy hard to kill. All right. If these 2 guys can survive, I could, there could be still hope. Let's go. Oof. There's no way a single chainsword guy is going to take out these shield dudes. But if I move him, that uses up his action. Because we're playing simple mode, right? Either just move or fight, you know, not like all kinds of compound shit. I'm just going to do it. I don't care. I just don't care. I'm going to take one of them out. That can make a difference. Come on, just give me 1 skull on 1 die. Hey, there it is. I bet you can see that tiny white dot even on your camera shot. Oh, but he's got the armor ability. I almost forgot. So this is re-rolled when a hit is made against him. Give me another skull. Come on now. Give me another skull. Yes, haha, finally 1 lone chainsword fighter gets through that thick shield. Then we have our hero on hero. 3 skulls here is all that matters. Everything else is throwaway. Give me them 3 skulls. Nope. Okay, so they remain in a deadlock. Back to Chunky Boy moving in on the bolters. I need all misses right here. Can I get all misses? Can I get all misses, please? Can I get all misses? 2 casualties. I will not be able to take him down with the bolters. So he's wading through this, a massacre with this chunky boy. All right, then we have hero on hero, 3 skulls or nothing. Nothing. They remain just battle locked. And this is great because it's just rolling 3 skulls is not that hard. These are binary dice. All right, now we have 2 shield fighters, and they want revenge on this chainsword warrior. Now, what I would really like to see here on these 2 die is 2 misses, because this little dude is suddenly really has a lot of personality. This guy is my guy. All right, so here we go. 2 misses. Come on. Oh, they brutally massacre the last chainsworder of the Outriders. He never stood a freaking chance. Back to the Outriders now. The only way I can take down Chunky Boy is if I am to combine my hero with my bolters. Bolters can only, even on their best roll right now, muster 4 hits. It's not enough to kill Chunky Boy. But if they combine with the hero, they could make a 7-hit attack. Everybody follow me? Because there's 3 here and 4 there, but so many moves for them to combine. How would they ever survive? Well, through careful use of movement, I might be able to. So these bolters, knowing that they can't, I should have done this earlier, you know it? And since the way they were set up, I can't tap. So he's not going to be able to reach them. And even though it's an ignominious move to make, I think my hero is going to have to retreat to meet them so that he gets a radio call to fall back and regroup to try to take down Chonk. These guys can't make it. So now we're back to the elite turn, right? You follow me? They're giving chase but can't contact. Oh, shit. Chunky Boy gives chase but can't contact. Everybody still with me? Oh, man. Oh, man. She's spicy now. Okay, so over the radio, they're getting an order to combine. And I can do it right here. So I'm going to get this heroic card out of the way. I think I've learned my lesson with that. Kabuchki. I now have this combined unit. Everybody with me? Oh my God. Now we are talking turkey pants. Back to the elites. Can't get into range. This is exactly what I want. Let's measure that again. Boy, it's hard to say. If we were in a tournament, there is a half-inch gap there. Well, I'm going to have to let a die decide, because it looks like my bolters were not able to retreat quite far enough from the Chunky Boy. So if a skull comes up here, the Chunky Boy does indeed make contact. It came behind the container there, but it's a no. Here's the die right here in case you're losing it. So he almost makes contact. That's great, because now we got exactly the setup we want. These guys move in, definitely can't make contact. No need for tournament discussion there. It is down to the nitty. Agrete. I think we've learned all the rules now, so we don't really need our battlefield cards. The Nitai Hagrete. Here's a pair of arms right over here. All right. We have this. This really is our last hope, is this fight against Chonk. Okay, so we have 7 die. I only have 6 in my hand. 7 die, and 4 of them are marksman die, which will be re-rolled. Okay, so here we go. Let's do it right here in the light. Okay. Oh, it's looking good. Oh, it's looking good. Okay, and then there's 1 on top here because our hero is in this group, remember? So let's put the 1 on top, and then we have 1 to re-roll. Give me a hit. Oh, no. Okay, it's all on the marksmanship re-roll now. This is it. If I can get the skull here on this 1 stinking dice, I get the kill on Chonky Boy, and we have a chance. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I can't. It's too intense. All right, here's the 1. I'm going to move these aside so that in your camera shot you don't get confused. Those are my 5 successes. Here's my 1 die. I need a hit on this to kill Chonky Boy. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, it's right there. It's not a hit. Poop. Oh, that's a big poop. Okay, back to the elites now. Let's take Chonky Boy right in here. He's about to wreak havoc on these fools. Oh my God. Look at that's 5 out of 6 hits right there. There's only 5. Well, it would wipe these out, but my hero now stands alone. Captain Gilhelm, the last surviving outrider, fighting for his life. We definitely have contact here. We're going to do 2 attacks from, oh, they can't break through. Here's a cool moment. They wouldn't go separate. They would stay combined with their leader. Okay, so that gives them a 3, 4, 5 attack. There we go. And they don't have any offensive abilities, so this is it. 3 skulls here kills Captain Gilhelm. 3 skulls in 1 roll of 5 dice, so All right, ready? Because I'm not. I can't take it. Oh, only 1 hit. Only 1 hit. Captain Gilhelm is still up. The Chonky Boy has to use his turn to move, and now we have just Captain Gilhelm. He can't take on the shield guys because they're in the back. He can't kill the Chonky Boy alone. Therefore, victory is actually impossible for the Outriders right now. But he can kill this leader. So if I can just get 3 skulls and kill their leader, and if I was playing with a good friend right now, we would argue if the leader is killed, and Chonky Boy, by the way, I don't know if you guys can see the miniature that well, but Chonky Boy is like mechanized. He looks like a robot, not a person. So I'm going to say if the leader is killed, Chonky Boy becomes dormant and can be reprogrammed. Is that true? We're going to let a die decide. Is that true that the leader has to be alive for Chonky Boy to function? A skull is yes. Okay, so Captain Gilhelm goes for the kill. I need 3 skulls or nothing matters. Only 1. So despite the cool rules modification to the victory condition, it winds up not mattering. Here comes Chonky Boy versus Captain Gilhelm. He's got 6 dice and only needs 3 skulls to make the final kill to win the game for the bad guys. Oh, and he only gets 2. Okay, then we have the enemy leader rolling 3 or nothing. Doesn't get it. Now Captain Gilhelm, 3 or nothing. Oh, wait, hold. That was improperly done. It's 3, 4, 5. To get 3 skulls, okay? You see what I missed there? Got it going a little too fast. Here we go to kill Captain Gilhelm. They still miss, okay. But that way, my honor is intact. Fighting back, 3 or nothing for Captain. Misses it again. Chonky Boy is going to slaughter him right here. I can feel it in my bones. 3 skulls, there it is. 4 hits. You can see right back here. Captain Gilhelm is crushed by Chonky Boy with just this force remaining. Okay, and we have a completion of our battle. Ooh, now for fun. There's that final scene right here. There's that final battle scene. I don't know how to do things. There they are. You can see Captain Gilhelm is down right here. There they are. Right? There is our final scene being highlighted here by my theatrical spotlight. So you can see the enemy leader who wound up still being alive, Chonky Boy over here, and then Captain Gilhelm dead right back there, and our two surviving shield fighters right in there. So that is our final scene of the battle as Captain Gilhelm is finally brought into a hero's grave. But look at what happened here. We actually we answered the question, and you know who I think was instrumental in all this? It was, ladies and gentlemen, MVP of the battle has to be Chunky Boy. Here he is right here. Let's give him a little spotlight time, since he's our he was the clutch MVP of the battle. No one could muster a combined 6-skull single hit to bring him down, and so he just massacred all those Outrider warriors. You guys, thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to have a little fun playing Warmaker here in my room and showing you guys how I do wargaming. It's like how a lot of people do it. You're mainly doing hits on D6s, and most abilities lead to rerolls. There's a lot more abilities to play with, of course, in Warmaker, and this is one of the nice little things you can get. It's really, I kept it as cheap as I could. This is a tool to try out different abilities. So there's a card for all the different abilities. There's cards for different terrain if you don't have 3D terrain around. There are cards for objectives and other things. And it just makes it so you don't have to have a book on hand all the time while you play. But I like to play with a absolutely minimal number of rules so that you get that kind of insane speed vibe that is just so fun in a battle. All right, you guys, thanks for tuning in. My name is Hankerin Fernale. This is Runehammer, and that's how I war game. See you around.